So nowadays the oral suspension has been formulating in a dry form before taking it need to reconstitute with the purified water. मतलब आजकल जो है जो सस्पेंशन जो है वो ड्राई फॉर्म में फॉर्मुलेट किया जा रहा है, ठीक है. एंड ड्राई फॉर्म में मीन्स मतलब सस्पेंशन को क्या करते हैं, ओरल सस्पेंशन ड्राई सस्पेंशन को जब एडमिनिस्ट्रेट करना रहता है तो उसके जस्ट बिफोर 1 मिनट, ठीक है, 1 मिनट पहले उससे क्या करते हैं, जो ड्राई फॉर्म है उसमें उसके साथ पाउडर भी दिया होता है, सॉरी वाटर भी दिया होता है, प्योरीफाइड वाटर, 2 कंटेनर में एक वायल्स 2 वायल्स हो रहते हैं, ठीक है. तो एक वायल में सॉलिड जो इंसोल्यूबल सब्सटेंस या फिर मेडिकामेंट वो रहते हैं, दूसरे वायल में प्योरीफाइड वाटर रहता है, ठीक है. तो प्योरीफाइड वाटर जो है वो वायल में फिल करके देन उससे शेक करके रिकन्स्टिट्यूट करना है, ठीक है. मीन्स जो सॉलिड है उससे लिक्विड के साथ मिक्स करना है, आफ्टर दैट उसे एडमिनिस्ट्रेट करना है, तो उसे रिकन्स्टिट्यूटेड ओरल सस्पेंशन बोला जाता है या फिर ड्राई फॉर्म ऑफ ओरल सस्पेंशन, ठीक है. तो पेडियाट्रिक पेशेंट के लिए ज़्यादातर ये प्रिफर करते हैं, ठीक है. So and this kind of preparation contain antibiotic. Most of the time the antibiotics are there is a various kind of antibiotic that is are not soluble in water, right. That's why it is a prefer for dispensing in suspension form, right. Most of the time pediatric patients, for the pediatric patients, right. Some after that the some information regarding the oral suspension, right. And there is some advantages of oral suspension, right. Means first of all that it can easily swallowed with the suspected insoluble drug. Means the insoluble drug are not soluble in water, are called as insoluble, right. Means we can easily swallow the insoluble suspended or distributed or dispensed insoluble drug in the form of suspension, right. Means we can easily swallowed or taken or administered the insoluble drugs in suspension form, right. Then second is a insoluble derivatives in suspension are more tasteful than soluble derivative in solution. Means insoluble derivatives means as like our derivatives, that is this is the salt form. Derivatives means the salt form, means the insoluble salt form are more tasteful or more palatable if we are dispensed in a suspension form than the solution form, ठीक है. मतलब इंसोल्यूबल अगर डेरिवेटिव अगर सस्पेंशन फॉर्म में देते तो ज़्यादा पैलेटेबल या फिर ज़्यादा टेस्टफुल रहता है देन दी सोलूबल डेरिवेटिव इन दी सोल्यूशन, ठीक है. सोलूबल डेरिवेटिव इन सोल्यूशन मीन्स जो सोलूबल अगर एक डेरिवेटिव होता है तो अगर हम सोल्यूशन फॉर्म में दें तो उतना ज़्यादा टेस्टफुल नहीं बनेगा. जो इंसोलूबल डेरिवेटिव्स को हम सस्पेंशन फॉर्म में अगर देते तो ज़्यादा टेस्टी बनेगा. तो दिस इज वन आल्सो वन ऑफ द एडवांटेजेस ऑफ ओरल सस्पेंशन, राइट. Then the bulky insoluble powder like a kaolin chalk can be taken in a suspension in order to act as a adsorbent of toxins or to reduce the excess acidity in the GIT. Means these are the insoluble powder. Always this kind of powders are dispensed in a bulk form. Means large quantity में से क्या करते हैं, डिस्पेंस किया जाता है, ठीक है. तो इंसोल्यूबल डोजेस फॉर्म में इससे मतलब लिक्विड में से सॉल्यूशन फॉर्म में या फिर मोनोफेजिक लिक्विड डोजेस फॉर्म में हम लोग इसे डिस्पेंस नहीं कर सकते, ठीक है. तो दैट टाइम वी कैन डिस्पेंस इट इन द ओरल सस्पेंशन फॉर्म, राइट. ओरल सस्पेंशन फॉर्म एंड इट इज़ मोस्टली यूज्ड इन द toxic situation, right. Toxins means if a patient has a poisoning, that time also it should be or it prescribed as a adsorbent of toxins, right. Means bulk powder like insoluble kaolin and chalk act as a adsorbent and it is used for the treatment of toxins or poisoning condition, right. Also this kind of powder or kaolin or chalk are responsible for the minimize the excess acidity in the GIT, right. Whenever the patient feeling the higher acidity, that time also it help the reduce reducing the excess acidity if it is it is dispensed in a suspension form also. So these are the various advantages regarding the oral suspension, right? Regarding the oral suspension. Then along with the advantages, there is also some disadvantages also, right? So let's see what are they. Okay, then first of all, it need to be shaken before measuring the dose. Means whenever we are going to administration or administration of the suspension, that time firstly we have to measure it, right? We have to measure it, right? Measure it. But before measuring or before taking, we need to shake it. We need to shake it. Means before administration of suspension, we need to shake it, right? Because it contains insoluble medicament, right, or drugs. That's why we should shake it before taking or measuring the dose. That's why if suppose the patient are forgotten to shake that suspension, that time also we can't get a desired medicines or desired amount of medicines, right? So this is the one disadvantages regarding the suspension, that is it need to shaken before the administration, right? Then the accuracy of dose is less reliable than the solution. Less reliable means the accuracy of dose is less reliable than solution. Means if we need a 10 ml 10 ml suspension, that time we will get a 10 ml solution suspension, but that shows the less effect than a solution form, right? Because solution form is a totally dissolved preparation, right? So there is with the accurate dose also there are chances of gaining or acquire a less reliable effect or dose than the solution dosage form. Then on storage, chances of change in dispersed system due to the change in the temperature, right? Suppose for long time storage or up to its storage on up to its expiry date, right? That time also there is a chances of change in dispersed system. Change in dispersed system is dispersed system changing to other continuous dispersed system changing to the dispersion media, right? And due to the change in the temperature, right? If we are storage that suspension in a high temperature sometime, not at a high temperature, at a room temperature or in summer condition, that time due to the changing or fluctuation of temperature, there is chances of also changing the dispersed system of suspension also on a long storage. That's why it is come under the disadvantages of suspension, right? Oral suspension. So these are the bad qualities or bad character of or disadvantages of our suspension, oral suspension, right? Oral suspension. So then, so are you understand it? Okay, then let's our second preparation, that is second classification of our suspension, that is parenteral suspension, right? Parenteral means that is taken by parenteral route, called as a parenteral suspension. Basically the parenteral suspension are taken by the intravenous route. Most of time intravenous route are preferred for that, right? So means also the parenteral suspension also available in dry form also, right? Before administration it should be reconstituted, right? It should be reconstituted. Dry form of suspension should be reconstituted before administration, right? So it is basically most of the time or commonly intravenous route are preferred for this parenteral suspension, right? They need to fulfill following qualities, right? So along with this, the parenteral should be parenteral suspension should be fulfill or possess or have a some qualities, right? Some qualities means if that qualities it is purchase, that time we accepted it betterly, right, by better pay. Then let's see the what kind of qualities it should be possess, right. Then particle size should less in order to it can easily pass through the needle. As I said, that is parental preparation, parental suspension we know that it contain insoluble particles, right, and it should be, the particle should be small in size, right, otherwise that particles should not, sorry, are not pass through the needle. Means parental preparation we administer with the help of needle and syringes, right. If the particle size is larger, then is a difficulty to administrate the suspension by the syringe and needle, because the particles are stuck into the needle, right. That's why it should be very necessary that particle size should have a less in size, right. Then the that's why it's fulfill this, that is particle size should less in order to it can easily pass through the needle. Then no crystal growth occurred in suspension during a storage for the long term storage up to its expiry date, or for long period of time storage. That time it should not form any crystals, right. Means that insoluble uh, insoluble particles that should not form any crystals, right, should not form any crystals. If there is a formation of crystal, that time also that crystal stuck to the into the needle during the administration, right. That's why on long storage it should not form any crystal growth, right, in a suspension, that is parental suspension. Then the concentration of solid particles should be between the 0.5 to 30%. Means there is a one concentration which is are given officially, that is the whenever we going to prepare, whenever we are going to prepare a parental suspension dosage, in that time it is very necessary to maintain the concentration or range of addition of solid particles, that is the 0.5 to 30%. If you make a 10 ml, sorry 100 ml parental suspension, that time it should be maximally or higherly contain a 30% of solid material. Means if we take a 100 ml, that time it should contain a higherly 30 mg solid particles, right. So this is the one official limit, right. Then the viscosity of suspension should not interfere with the flow of the needle. Means the viscosity of the continuous phase should not interfere with the flow of particles through the needle, right. If the increasing the viscosity of continuous phase, that time that particles should not or can't easily follow through the or pass out through the needle, and that's why it should chances of stuck in the needle, right. Hence it is it should be very important to that viscosity of suspension should not interfere with the flow of the needle, flow through the needle of particle. Then it should be sterilized. This is the very important, that is the all kind of parental suspension should be sterile means should be free from all kind of viable microorganism, right, well, viable microorganism, that is the sterilization. And that sterilization suspension should be sterile with using the various mechanical, chemical or physical method also, right. So basically the autoclave are prefer for the sterilization of parental preparation, right. So it these are the qualities of parental suspension should be fulfilled, right. So this is about the parental suspension. So I think it is enough for today, right. Then our remaining portion we will start from our next or upcoming session, right. So if you have any doubt, any confusion regarding this monophasic then biphasic, you kindly ask me, right. So thank you here.